Carole King has always been known as the quiet queen of songwriting. She wrote hits like You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman and It's Too Late. People loved her for her soft voice, her kind smile, and her peaceful energy. But at 83, Carole King did something no one expected. In a rare interview, sitting in a cozy chair near her piano, Carole was asked, "Is there anyone in the music world you didn't get along with?" She paused. Then she said 6 words that made the interviewer lean forward in shock. There were 6, and I hated them. The room went quiet. She didn't say it with anger. She said it with honesty. Her eyes didn't burn. They looked tired, like she had carried these stories for years. But now she was ready. And what she said next would send chills through the music world. These weren't unknown names. These were giants. Famous musicians Carole had worked with, fought with, or tried to avoid altogether. And now, after decades of silence, she was telling the truth. The truth behind the smiles, the award shows, and the polite interviews. As Carole began to name them, one by one, fans around the world were left speechless. How could the most beloved songwriter in American music history hold such deep resentment? And the reason behind each name was even more shocking. Number 1, the rock legend who mocked her. The first name she revealed stunned even the camera crew. It was a rock legend, someone with global fame. Carole took a deep breath and said, Jim Morrison, from The Doors. She had met him at a party in 1969 in Laurel Canyon. Carole was already a respected songwriter, and Jim was at the height of his fame. But instead of talking about music, Jim got drunk and mean. "He told me my songs were cute," Carole said, frowning. "He said I was like a singing housewife." That night, Carole went home in tears. She never told anyone, afraid people would call her too sensitive. But the insult stuck. For years, she couldn't sing It's Too Late without hearing Jim Morrison's laugh in her mind. The worst part? He said it in front of Joni Mitchell and David Crosby. No one defended her. Carole admitted, "I hated him, not just for the words, but for the way he made me feel like I didn't belong in my own world." This wasn't just bitterness. It was a wound, a quiet one. And she had carried it through her Hall of Fame acceptance speech, her Grammys, even her performance at the White House. One voice in her head still whispered, "You're just a singing housewife." But there were 5 more names, and the next one was someone people thought she loved. Number 2, the man who took all the credit. Everyone thought Carole King and Phil Spector were friends. After all, she started her career writing songs at his label. But her face darkened when his name came up. "Phil stole from me," she said quietly. "Not just money, he stole songs." She explained how she had co-written a track called He Hit Me, and it felt like a kiss, a song she never wanted released. Phil took it anyway and gave it to the Crystals. It was controversial, painful, and Carole said it nearly ended her career. "He used my pain to make profit," she said, "and when people hated the song, he let me take the blame." Phil Spector was a genius, yes, but he was also cruel. In the studio, he would scream at her, tear up her sheet music, and once told her, "You'll never be more than someone else's melody." That was the day she began to write Tapestry. "I didn't hate Phil because he was mean. I hated him because he tried to kill my voice before it ever found its place." Still, there were 4 names left, and one of them was someone she had once loved